Hi, good morning, afternoon, or evening. How you guys doing today? Welcome back to Mr. Morrow's algebra class. We are going to continue with inequalities today. We're talking about 2-4, and we're going to learn how to solve two-step and multi-step inequalities. The good news, just like 2-1, 2-2, and 2-3, every single step of solving equations is followed when you're solving inequalities. What is the only difference, class? Say it loud, come on. Exactly. You flip the sign when you multiply or divide by a negative. Great job. Excellent. So, again, that's what we state first thing. Solve inequalities using the same skills used to solve equations, except that when you multiply or divide by a negative, you must flip the inequality sign. So in essence, my friends, there is nothing new to learn today. It's pretty simple. Number one, we got 9 plus 4x is greater than 21. Subtract 9 to both sides. Why? Because we undo addition and subtraction first in a two-step equation. 4x is greater than 12. Undo multiplication with division. X is greater than 3. Here's my graph. Open circle, shaded to the right. No big deal. Number two, negative 6x minus 7 is less than or equal to 17. I have a two-step equation. Just in case you're like, what does he mean two-step equation? Remember, what's happening to the x here? It's being multiplied by a negative 6, and they're subtracting a 7. So there are two different things that's going on. We always undo addition and subtraction first. So I'm going to add 7 to both sides. Negative 6x less than or equal to 24. Now I divided by a negative. What does that mean? I flipped the sign. Very good. That's negative. That was an ugly 4. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. 4. So, oh my God. Sorry. And then here's my negative 4. Closed circle. Greater than. Does that make sense? Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that. So, very simple. Easy peasy. Okay? If you guys didn't have time to write these down, remember this is a video. You can watch it later. Or try it on your own right now. Finish up when we start the next one. Okay, number 3. Again, I got a two-step equation. So I'm going to undo addition, subtraction first. So I'm going to subtract 5 to both sides. I got negative 9 is less than negative 3n. The relationship between the negative 3 and the n is multiplication. I cancel multiplication with division. So what happens since I divided by a negative? You flip the sign. Very good, gentlemen. N is less than 3. Open circle, less than, shaded to the left. Number 4, 50. Yes, sir. Thank you.
So when you make number 4, when you subtract 5, it will be a negative. Oh no, never mind.
Remember, when you're subtracting 5, you don't change the sign because you're subtracting 5. You change the sign when you multiply or divide by a negative. Thank you, sir. For number 4, I got 50 is greater than or equal to, is greater than 0.8x plus 30. I'm going to undo addition subtraction first. I'm going to subtract 30 to both sides. 20 is greater than 0.8x. I'm going to cancel multiplication with division. Divide by 0.8. So x will be less than 0.8 on the outside, 20 on the inside, 1 to the right, 1 to the right. Bring it up, fill in your 0. That's going to go in 2 times. That's 5. So x is less than 25. Please remember, we're reading from the variable. So x is less than 25. Open circle, less than. Now, okay, if you guys don't like reading it like that, you can rewrite it as x is less than 25. Just please be careful. Make sure that you switch the inequality as well there. Keep it the same. Thank you. Does that make sense, boys?
Yes.
All right. I have another one down there? Yes, I do. Okay. Now we get into multi-steps. What's the first step of any multi-step? Yes, do the distributive property. Thank you. Good job. So I got 3x plus 3 greater than or equal to negative 9. Now I undo addition with subtraction. 3x is greater than negative 12, greater than or equal to negative 12. I undo multiplication with division. Divide 3 to both sides. X is greater than or equal to negative 4. Why didn't I flip the sign here? Why did I not? Thank you, son. Thank you. You just divided into a negative, not by a negative. Great job. Negative 4, close circle, greater than or equal to the right. Does that make sense? Okay. Ah, my favorites. Okay. Who wants to work with a fraction? You want to work with a fraction? You'd rather work with the fractions? Okay, we'll do it that way. So I'm going to add 2/3 to both sides. So I've got 3/5 x less than or equal to. Okay, common denominator is 6, so this goes to a 6. That goes to a 4, right? Right, guys? So that's 1 and 9/6, correct? Okay, let's simplify this a little bit more. Actually, before we put it here, let's do it here. That's 1 and 9/6, right? Which is 1 and 3/2, correct? Now, what is 3/2, guys? 1 and 1/2, right? So what's 1 and 1/2 plus 1? 2 and 1/2. Very good. Does everyone see how I did that? Yes, sir. 2 and 3/6. No, that's impossible because I have to divide 3 to both top and bottom. Oh, yeah. No, 2 and 3. Oh, okay. Because you went from 9/6, you said that goes in 1 and 3/6. Yes, it's going to be the same thing. But put it as 1/2, not as 3/6. Please. Thank you. That makes sense, my brothers. Okay, now, I'm going to have to multiply by a reciprocal here, correct? Okay, now, what do I have to do first, though? What happened? You got to turn that into an improper fraction. Very good. So x is less than or equal to 5/2 times 5/3. So x is less than or equal to 25/6. So x is less than or equal to 4 and 1/6. That is in between 4 and 5. 4 and 1/6. Close circle. To the left because it's less than or equal to. Does that make sense, gentlemen? You promise. You understand the fractions. You understand what I did. You promise. Okay? Last but not least, my brothers. Let's do another one like that. Okay. I'm going to... I just don't understand why you guys don't want me to eliminate the denominators. All right. Let's do it that way now, too. 1/3 x minus 3/4 less than or equal to, first convert this into an improper fraction, which is negative 13/6. What's the LCD here? The LCD is 12. So I'm going to multiply every single thing here by 12. What's 12 times 1? Divided by 3? So that's 4x. What's 12 times negative 3? Negative 36 divided by 4? It's negative 9. What's, okay, here, let's not multiply, let's cross divide. 6 goes into 6 one time, 6 goes into 12 two times, so I got negative 26. Now I add my 9 to both sides. 4x is less than or equal to 17, right?
Yeah.
Yep, 17. Negative 17 divided by 4. X is less than or equal to negative 17 fourths. X is less than or equal to negative 4 and 1/4. Negative 4 and 1/4 is between negative 4 and negative 5. And it's about here. Negative 4 and 1/4. Closed circle. Less than shaded to the left. Does that make sense, guys? Excellent. Let me pause one second. I'm gonna put one extra problem up there. Okay, guys, we had a little bit more time, so I went ahead and added this extra problem. Your cell phone charges, well, your cell phone company, sorry, I just wrote this on the fly, but your cell phone company charges $25 per month plus 10 cents per minute. How many minutes can you talk in 1 month if you can spend at most $45? This is a real life situation. When you guys have jobs, you're going to have a budget. And you're only going to be able to spend a certain amount of money on certain things. If your budget for the phone was $45, wouldn't it be nice to know how many minutes you can talk? Right? So you don't go over. So how do you think I would set this inequality up, guys? Help me out.
25 plus
$25 per month plus
0.10x.
0.1, 10 cents for every minute x. So what that means is he said minutes equals x. Perfect. Less than or equal to? Absolutely fantastic. Subtract 25 to both sides. 0.1x must be less than or equal to 20. Divided by 0.1, divided by 0.1. X has to be less than or equal to 0.1 on the outside, 20 on the inside, 1 to the right, 1 to the right. Decimal, fill in the 0, 200 minutes. So you could speak up to 200 minutes. That was great. Fantastic, man. Great job. Thank you very much. I apologize about my voice. Have a great day, and I hope you learned a lot.